Bet you she could do it.
She's a great big actress. That's how we should look at it. The other big actor who is in the news is Amitabh Bachchan. He's taken to his Twitter and he's complaining about a tobacco manufacturing company that's using his voice. I mean, it's not his voice. There are plenty of actors, voice actors, that you can hire that can mimic almost anybody's voice. And he's saying, I'm not a smoker. I'm not a drinker. You know, this is unethical. What are you doing to me? You know, you're killing my name. So he's going to take a legal action. Such is the case here, too. Sometimes people do, you know, distinct voices. You mimic them. Rich Little is the greatest artist up there. He makes a ton of money. Amitabh Bachchan believes that there should be some ethics in the business.
Yeah, you know, this reminds me of the Jerry's commercials. I'm sure many of you heard on the radio where they used to use a Bill Clinton sound alike, and we all knew Bill Clinton loved to eat. So he was like the perfect voice, and it was a very successful commercial campaign for Jerry's Pizza and Subs.
That's right. And he objected to it.
He did, because, you know, he was caricatured in that whole thing, and I think, you know, that's a legitimate concern Mr. Amitabh Bachchan has. So good for him.
Well, folks, that's about all we have for you. Next week is Thanksgiving. It is when the family's either coming in town or you're leaving to go to the family outside of this town. We want to wish you the very best of Thanksgiving, one of the best holidays that I enjoy. And at the same time, I want to tell you, MSZ is going to have a very special program, so you won't see us next week, but we'll keep you in our heart. You keep us in your heart.
Well, speaking of holidays, I went to a pretty special event here in Washington, D.C. It was held at the residence of the Deputy Head of Mission, Mr. Dominic Chilcott. And this was a very special thing because it's the first time the British Embassy has celebrated Diwali. And they invited all of the local VIPs in the area to come in and celebrate Diwali with them. And, you know, it was a wonderful event. I think they really made an effort to try to capture the spirit of Diwali. They had tea lights everywhere, and they had a special dance performance as well. And the ambassador came out and really met with everyone and mingled, and he had a wonderful wife, and I got to speak with them quite freely. It was a wonderful event. I hope that they continue this tradition into the future. And I asked him, you know, why was there such focus on India this year? And, you know, he said the attention being paid to India is easy to understand. It is the largest country in the club of democracies. The values the West holds in common with India make us naturally and mutually trusting partners in the modern interconnected world. As for the UK, they are the largest European investor in India. Our government has made no secret of the fact that we want to develop an even closer, more dynamic, and forward-looking relationship with India. That's a pretty powerful statement.
But he could also said that we have celebrated with Indians Diwali in India for more than 100 years.
Actually, that's also true. And Indians being a very high population in Britain itself, Diwali is a big holiday there as well. So they celebrated with all of us vegetarian cooking. It was really a wonderful affair. And I wanted to say thank you to the embassy for inviting us.
Well, folks, you have yourself a wonderful Thanksgiving. Namaste.
Namaste.